I'm talking to Vassy on her way to the Grammys.
Yeah, I'm going to the Grammys and I'm performing for a Grammy party, so I had to go and get wardrobe, like fittings for outfits and stuff, because I'm, walking red carpets and all that stuff.
How exciting. So tell me how you got to be Vassy. Where you come from Australia? Is that where you were born?
I was born and raised in the tropics up north in a little town called Darwin. It's in the Northern Territory. It's like close to Asia, but it's on the very top of Australia, where there's a lot of humidity and it rains a lot. It's the tropics. It's a small town. I grew up near the beach.
And how the heck did you get from there to Hollywood?
I loved music and I was singing, and then I was kicked out of my school choir. I was told I couldn't sing. Yep, and then, many years later, I'm on national radio in my own country.
Were your parents very supportive of your singing?
No, not really. My father never wanted me to do music, to be honest. He was, wanted me to get a degree and all that. And unfortunately, my dad passed away. It'll be 10 years this year. And so before my dad passed, I actually got his blessing. I promised him, I got a degree. And then basically after my degree, I could pursue music.
You never lost that dream from the little girl. How did you get on national radio then?
Well, I wrote this song, one of my first songs I wrote, and it ended up, someone submitted it into like a national radio competition, and it ended up winning Song of the Year. And so basically, it got unearthed by Triple J, and then it got played all around the country on radio, and then I ended up getting a record deal. So it all kind of happened without me realizing.
Oh, baloney. Wait a minute. How did you produce that record that whoever it was, submitted?
I don't play anything. No, I actually, a friend of mine was a drummer, and he's also like a beat maker, like a producer.
Yeah.
And we just actually used one of the studios at the university up in Darwin, because I flew him up because I did these workshops for the youth up in Darwin, because it's such a remote part of Australia. I would get funding from the Arts Council, and I would run these hip-hop workshops so that all the other teenagers had something, like an outlet. And so then I brought him up for it, and so we just fucked around on it, and, I was really down at the time, and then, my dad died, he submitted it, and then it ended up winning Song of the Year. It was a rough recording. I mean, they ended up paying for us to re-record it properly at a studio in Melbourne.
So after you won that, it was Song of the Year, and then what happened to you?
And then I was getting played on national radio all around the country. Then I got offered a record deal.
This is an amazing story. I mean, it's like you made this record, you got Record of the Year, and all of a sudden you have a record contract.
People were asking about me.
Okay.
And so then I got approached by different industry people, and then I, pretty much had a few offers on the table, and then I looked at them and I decided to go with Universal Music. Everything kind of happened at once, so I just kind of put it all together at once. And then after that, I did my official, my debut album, and that I did through, it was through Universal, but Universal then changed to Warner. So I ended up doing it with Warner. And then that came out, and, I was touring, I was on TV. And
you were touring out of Australia?
No, in Australia. And then, I was in magazines, and I was doing national TV and stuff. So my dream was always to move to America and pursue my career here. So.
Why is that? Why did you have that as a dream?
I think when I was 15, 16, I discovered Billie Holiday on the radio, on a community radio station. I didn't know who she was at the time. And I remember going, oh my God, this woman, her voice is amazing, and something about it reminds me of me.
What did you think that was, that quality that she had that reminded you of you?
Just all the vulnerabilities in her voice, because I never had technically a typical voice. I always had an unusual, quirky voice,
Yes.
So I then found out who she was, and I looked into her, and it was hard to find stuff on her. So
Really?
I researched her, and then I basically I fell in love with her, and then American culture. I was exposed to American culture through finding out about her.
Well, do you feel that the American culture is similar to Australian culture?
No.
What's the difference?
Just everything. I mean, besides it being Western society, obviously, which is, you know, commonalities, but just everything. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. I mean, from the food to the language to how we are, to our mentality, to how we approach things, to culturally. I grew up in a Greek household as well, so, you know.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Oh, so your parents were Greek. Oh, that's probably one of the reasons why your father was a little apprehensive about you going into show business.
He wanted me to, you know, be a lawyer or a doctor or, you know, something like. So, you know, so the music was just like, what? How are you going to make a living out of that? And, you know.
How was your mother?
She's super supportive. I mean, obviously when they saw I did well in Australia, they understood, and my father never got to see me or hear me sing, unfortunately. But, yeah, we just, you know, they then got it, and so they've been really supportive.
How wonderful. If I gave you a magic wand, what would you do with it?
You know, I would love to be able to, like, get, you know, taken care of and really, like, fly around the world to perform for my fans, and that would be awesome. Yeah, the new single is called We Are Young.
Yes.
And it's number 4 in the BILLBOARD dance charts, and it's the Day Will Day remix.
Congratulations on that.
I've been offered I'm playing the role of a Spanish woman called Maria in a film called The Banished.
Oh, how wonderful. Now, when is that?
Yeah. It's going to be like my first real acting debut, I guess.
Yes.
There is another movie I've been asked to play in. We'll be shooting it in the next month or two, so that should be fun. I mean, it'll be different. It'll be fun for me because it's something I'm not really used to doing, but I'll be doing it in Spanish, which is pretty cool.
Oh, do you speak Spanish?
A little bit. I understand a bit, and my accent's pretty good. So I'll work with a dialect coach, but because I speak French and Greek, I think it'll come a little easier for me.
Oh, how lovely.
I've been blessed, and I've had really good like placements on TV and film, and you know, like right now I've got the new TFA trailer for her film Admission.
How wonderful.
So I'm really like, I'm happy about that. That's been my saving grace, you know.
Yes. So you've accomplished quite a bit so far. It's really wonderful to hear all these things, and you're so young.
Thank you.
Yes, I wish you every success. It's so terrific.
It's hard work. It's definitely.
Oh, of course it is.
I think hard work pays off.
Yes.
Credibility.
Yeah.
And being, you know, respectful to others. And tell me a bit about you.
I have a radio show for several years now. I'm an actor. Basically, I've been a theater actress most of my life, and I've done over 80 plays, and I've done some television and film. I'd love to do more film. That's something that really appeals to me. So on my show, I do a lot of singing and acting, and I'm a playwright. I do lots of things, very creative person. And I love meeting people like you and love hearing success stories. That's very thrilling for me. Where shall my audience find you?
For your fans to just go and look at my video, which is the video to the new song. And it's, you know, YouTube, and just put /Vassy.
That's VASSY. Vassy. So you're looking forward to doing the movie, and are you looking forward to making more CDs? I'm sure.
I have another release coming out next month, and then I have a couple of other releases in the works. So, you know, this year is going to be a good year for me, content-wise, because I'm going to be putting things out regularly.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and they're all with, like, different big DJ names. So that's great, you know, like tapping into that world.
Do you write all of your own tunes?
Yes, I do.
You said before they found you before you won that contest, you were writing that tune, right?
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while. I never knew I was a songwriter, really. I just kind of did it. Still to this day, I'm like, people always, you know, songwriter, she can write songwriter. And I'm just like, I mean, I'm not amazing. I'm just an artist, you know, and I do stuff if it feels right. And so, I mean, some people are really, like, incredible songwriters.
And I'm going to be following your career, as we all will, and I'm wishing you the most success.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're such a darling girl. I wish you everything.
Oh,
Good luck,
if you were
sweetie.
here, I'd hug you.
I would hug you back. Thank you so much.